Hello everyone, welcome into Deacon's NFL Talk. I'm your host Deacon, and welcome back to another Deacon's NFL Talk episode. Today we have a packed full episode this week, a great episode 24 this week, because for many reasons we have plenty of NFL topics to talk about. I would not be surprised if this episode went up to 40 minutes. Free agency signings and cuts are back. Loads of them, literally loads and loads of cuts. We also have visits, tryouts and workouts, training camp updates, physically unable to perform list, quick hits, and a question of the week, and best versus worst. So it is going to be a packed full episode. I cannot wait for this one. Let's get right into it on Deacon's NFL Talk. All right, everybody, we're going to jump right into this one. So we're going to start off with the first topic, and we actually have two retirements this week, back-to-back. But veteran running back Kenyon Drake announced his retirement last week, this week. But Drake is this is the cool part, all right? I did not know this until I saw this, but it instantly came to my mind. But Kenyon Drake, if you guys don't know who he is, he was a great running back in his prime. If you did not know, he is the one that returned the game-winning 69-yard kickoff return touchdown against the New England Patriots to win 34-33 in overtime, which is now called the Miami Miracle. Dolphins fans know what I'm talking about. All right, if you're you might not know about this, but this, I don't think it was a kickoff return. Yeah, it wasn't a kickoff return, but it was so awesome. Back then at that time, I was a Patriots fan, and I was obviously not happy about it. But obviously I'm not a Patriots fan anymore. But when I look back at it, that was crazy. Divisional matchup. I'm gonna pull it up right here. All right, there's a bunch of laterals I will add. But here we go. All right. Here it is. 33-28. Sorry about the quality. I'm going to pull it up right here. Right, here we go. Ryan Tannehill throws the ball, and it's caught, I can't tell, Kenny Stills, I believe. Devontae Parker goes to Kenyon Drake, and Drake is looking around, but he holds on. He keeps going, and he doesn't stop. Gronkowski cannot catch him, and they win the game in overtime. 33-28. Not in overtime, sorry, late in the fourth quarter. No time, and the Dolphins win it. What an upset. I know they're 9-3 and 6-4, but that is just crazy. This goes down one of the most iconic plays in NFL history. I feel like it has to be. This one is one of the best. I think that's 7-6, not 7-4. I can't tell. This is the quality, but one of the plays that I remember watching. Obviously, I haven't been an NFL fan for a extremely long time, but this is one of these plays where one of the most memorable that I've ever watched. And I can't believe I had to experience this, but what a play, dude! Everything went right on that, and that's just awesome right there. I'm glad that happened, but some more info on Kenyon Drake. Drake was a third-round pick from Alabama, selected by the Dolphins. Drake played 9 seasons in his NFL career. He played for the Dolphins, Cardinals, Raiders, Ravens, and Packers throughout his career. So, really great career. Obviously, that's obviously going to be the number one play that he's ever done. Obviously, if you asked him that question, no doubter, he would easily say Miami Miracle. I would if I had to play like that. If I made a play like that, I'm saying the Miami Miracle. But yeah, what a career he had. Watch his highlights. Trust me, he is something special, and he is fun to watch. But another, another Miami Dolphin, former Buccaneers linebacker Shaquille Barrett retired. Barrett joined the Miami Dolphins in March after Tampa Bay cut him. I know how I typically, whenever there's someone retires or passes away, I typically have this memorable moment. It's pretty much a segment now whenever that happens. But There's not really much that I can just remember and think about whenever I think of Shaquille Barrett. But obviously, really good linebacker. It was a lot of fun to watch. Barrett was an undrafted free agent from Colorado State in 2014. He played for the Broncos and Buccaneers throughout his 9-year career. Barrett also finished his career with 59 sacks in his career. So he did. I said he played for the Broncos and Buccaneers. He really this was going to be his first year playing with Miami, so you can't really say he would necessarily played for them. So I just did Broncos and Buccaneers. But yeah, a great career was. I mean, I can't believe it's already been 9 seasons. Like I feel like because his prime season was like whenever the Buccaneers had Tom Brady and all these players. I feel like that's the season that I remember that he had. So it feels like he didn't have a long career, but yeah, definitely a memorable career for him. I wish I could have some sort of moment that I can remember with Shaquille. Let me know in the comments if you guys have anything you remember about him, because I can't really think of anything that pops in my mind right now. But yeah. All right, third topic, the Packers. By the way, we have a bunch of signings this week. Packers signed nose tackle Kenny Clark to a 3-year, $64 million contract extension. Guaranteed money has not been reported, but will make $29 million total in 2024. I don't know if that's been reported. This is as of like the day he signed it, like Monday, Tuesday, something. One of those days. It was that time in the week. I don't know, but Clark is the 12th highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL, and he's coming off his career high 7.5 sacks in 2023, and he has been elected to 3 Pro Bowls. He is something special. Like, I don't know where he came from, but he came out of nowhere. Obviously, I think he's had a great start. 2023, obviously his best year. I'm pretty sure he was originally a run stuffer, but now he's really become like a really good pass rusher. He's big, dude. Like, I don't know how you block him. I don't know how you block this guy, but it probably takes a lot to block a guy like Kenny Clark. Trust me, if you have not seen him, dude, like, it's one of those things where, like, if you could, I forget what I was going to say, but, like, dude, he is perfect for what he does. Like, he's, like, very talented. I love watching him play. And, yeah, coming off of one of his best seasons in 2023, the Packers should be very happy to have him. I think he's one of the underrated defensive tackles in the league. I mean, he's among the 12th highest paid defensive tackle. So, I mean, he's just barely outside of top 10, but, like, he plays like he's a top tackle in the NFL. So, glad that he got that extension. He deserves it. And, yeah. All right. Fourth topic. Jaguars extend corner Tyson Campbell to a 4-year, $76.5 million extension. If you're wondering why I'm going a little fast, because we have we have much more topics after this one. But Campbell, probably one of the Jaguars' best corners, probably the best corner on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The deal includes $53.4 million guaranteed and $19.1 million per year. Campbell becomes one of the 7th highest paid corners in the NFL, which that's a fun fact right there. Definitely a top corner for the Jaguars, and I think he's plenty underrated. Obviously, like I said, he's probably the Jaguars' best corner, but the former second-round pick from Georgia missed 6 games in 2023 due to multiple injuries, which is not what you want to have. Like, when you're a good player, it always sucks to, like, have all these injuries holding you back. It's just never fun. Like, kind of like Joe Burrow, like he's injury prone. I'm not saying Tyson Campbell is injury prone, but 2023 held him back a lot. Campbell will remain with the team through the 2028 season. Jaguars locked him down, and he's a top corner, like in their room, and I think he's a top corner in the league. I wouldn't say top 10 yet, very close though. I would say maybe top 15-ish. But yeah, I'm really glad Campbell got this extension. Deserves it 100%, $76.5 million for 4 years. So, yeah, the Jaguars have him locked down for sure. All right, fifth topic. The Browns wide receiver, Amari Cooper, agrees to a restructured contract deal. So, I mean, he obviously, Amari Cooper is also another receiver who's in contract negotiation talks. He's one of those players that could get an extension. You never know when. But Cooper will receive $20 million in additional guarantees. Cooper will also get a $5 million raise, which is pretty good. That's good right there. I mean, I know some of you might be like, $5 million, that's hardly anything. $20 million, that's hardly anything. Like, that's a lot of money right there. I mean, seriously, though, like, $5 million, that would be plenty for me. If I could make that straight out of a job right now, I'd be happy with that. Like, seriously, though, like, but because of the renegotiated contract, Cooper is reporting to training camp, which I don't think he originally was, so he's reporting back to training camp. Another player that had a restructured contract is Matthew Stafford. I haven't heard of how much he's making or any of that. But, yeah, really happy for Cooper. The 30-year-old is still set to hit free agency in 2025, so he could be receiving a contract maybe by the end of this offseason, maybe even next offseason. So we'll see what happens to Amari Cooper. I definitely think he's in that situation where he's looking for a contract and could definitely get one anytime soon. But my prediction is that he will get one next year. That's what I think. That's what I think as of right now for his future. But yeah, Brown's best receiver is locked up for some more money. And I think the Browns should definitely keep him after 2025 because he's their best receiver on the team right now. So, all right, ex-Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup announces retirement. So that's our third retirement of the episode, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure that's the only other retirement that we have. It is. This is the last one. It's the third and final. Gallup was with the Raiders when Las Vegas placed him on reserve/retire list. Yeah, I mean, once again, not really anything that I just remember for Michael Gallup. There's not really anything that stands out to me. But yeah, I mean, I just remember watching him on the Cowboys. Like, he was fun. Like, I don't know why, but there was something about him that I really loved watching him play. Apparently, like, yeah, toe tappers, like, that's one thing. Michael Gallup had the best toe tap in the league, for sure, when he was on Dallas. Like, dude, I don't know why, but there is something about Michael Gallup that I just love to watch. I don't know what it is, but he is the king at toe taps, for sure. I mean, not just one specifically that stands out to me, just all of them. Like, he was something special. Like, I don't know why, but he was so fun to watch. The crazy part is he only retired at 28 years old. Like, he was not, I'm not calling him old. He's not old at all. Retiring at 28, Michael Gallup signed a 1-year, $3 million deal with the Raiders in May. Obviously, he eventually retired in July. But yeah, really great career. The king of the toe tap. Dude, trust me, dude. Look it up, dude. Like, he was special. I mean, he obviously didn't have, like, just super much. Like, he didn't have, like, all the toe taps. But, dude, toe drag swag, bro. Like, he's just incredible. Like, just look it up in YouTube, and there's shorts all about it. Like, he's fun to watch. Trust me. You should definitely watch him. All right, we have another topic. We have, like, 4 or 5 more topics after this one. But the Vikings re-signed offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw to a 4-year, $113 million extension. The contract is worth up to $77 million guaranteed and a $28.25 million average per year. Darrisaw, definitely one of the best tackles in the NFL. Like, he's huge. Like, he's perfect for what he does. The deal keeps Darrisaw through the 2029 season, and the former 23rd round pick in the 2021 draft has played like a top tackle in the league. Like I just said, he's definitely one of the best tackles in the NFL for sure. The 23rd round pick, or the 23rd pick, not the 23rd round, but they got a steal for 23rd overall pick. Like, I wish the Bengals had him. Like, I'm kind of surprised. Like, I feel like he should have deserved to be lower. I believe 2021 was the year Jamar Chase was drafted and Penei Sewell. So he should have been in the range where Penei Sewell was drafted for sure. But yeah, glad the Vikings got this done. They got their probably the best tackle, one of the best tackles on the roster, locked up for 4 years through 2029, which means they'll probably have to either re-sign him 2029 or 2030, which is kind of crazy, which is 6 years from now. I cannot imagine 2030. That's crazy. But all right. We are going to go there. We have 4 more topics. Sorry, yeah, 4. I'm struggling. Like, there's so much to get to. But all right, Seahawks gift safety Julian Love like a contract extension, a 3-year, $36 million extension, which is huge. All right, we're talking about one of the really good safety. I want to say one of the best in the league yet. Top 10, top 15-ish. But if the contract reaches its full value, though, which is crazy, the $12 million would put him tied for the 9th highest paid safety in the league. Love was elected to his first Pro Bowl in 2023 and was rewarded the 95th player in top 100. So yeah, anytime you're top 100, that says something. I know it's out of 100 players. Can you imagine just like the pain to like go through the entire league and think of all the top 100 players? I don't know why, but I would just hate doing that. Like, sure, it's the NFL. I'm working for the NFL. I mean, obviously, I would love to do that, but yeah, that would be such a pain. But hey, he made the top 100. I mean, sure, it's 95. You're 6 spots away from being out of it. But still, I mean, the 4th round pick from the 2019 draft will try to fill the void of losing safeties Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs. Huge, massive holes in that defensive backfield. So he's gonna try to fill in at least one of them. Obviously, Jamal Adams isn't really necessarily in his prime anymore. He's decent though. But right, he's gonna try to fill in the voids. Hopefully he can. The Seahawks got this done. I'm glad they did. Locked him up for 3 years through the 2028 season. So yeah. All right, we're gonna try and get through these last 3 topics fast. But the Jaguars unveiled a white helmet. I'm gonna look it up here. It's not the new jersey. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They've had like updated uniform and jersey the past 2 weeks. This will be the first time that Jacksonville will be creating a helmet that is not does not involve black. I'm gonna look it up here. Why did I search uniform? I don't know why. But here's the helmet. It's a white helmet. Here it is right here. I'll pull it up right here. But very nice helmet. Just the white out and then the logo. And I like the black face mask. I feel like some teams would do like a white. But anyway, so more on the helmet. The helmet will be worn once in 2024, which will come in a Week 10 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings on November 10th. The last time the Jaguars wore a non-fully black helmet, was 2013 through 2017, when the team had a mix of black and gold, which was, my opinion, I think they should definitely go back to that helmet as well. I don't know why, but that's what I think of whenever I think of the Jaguars. They should have kept that helmet. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, I really liked that helmet. Like, I feel like they should have kept it 100%. Like, I'm see if I can find a picture here. I don't know if I can. Here's one right here. Like, I don't know why, but like, that just looks really nice. I don't know why, but I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like they should have kept this helmet. Like, it's a different style, which like, it's okay to be different from everybody else. Like, that's what I feel like I would want. I'd want to stand out. So I feel like they should have went back to this helmet. But yeah, the white helmet is really nice. Can't wait to who did they wear it against? November 10th against the Minnesota Vikings. So it's gonna be a whiteout in Jacksonville then that day. So that's gonna be fun to watch. So, but all right, second to last, Patriots award defensive back Jabril Peppers a 3-year, $30 million extension. The deal includes a $24 million base value and can become worth up to $30 million. Peppers, a first-round pick by the Browns, ended up with the Giants, and then all of a sudden ended up with New England in 2022, and it's coming off his best season in 2023. So they got him for $30 million for 3 years, so through 2029. So yeah, really glad that the Patriots got this done. Definitely, I think he's emerging as a very good corner, defensive back. So, I mean, I think he could definitely at some point become top 10 if he has the kind of season that he had in 2023, 100%. Let's see if he can keep that up, though. We'll see what happens with that. All right, last topic. This one actually happened, like, late yesterday afternoon. But the Dolphins, they re-signed quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, which is exactly what they need to do Tagovailoa agreed to a 4-year, $212.4 million extension with the Dolphins, which is absolutely absurd. Like $212 million. Goodness, and I wouldn't say he's quite worth that yet. I'm happy for him, but Tagovailoa. I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. Will receive $167 million in guarantees. Tagovailoa also becomes the third highest paid quarterback with $53.1 million in AAV, which is, I'm glad the Dolphins got this over with. I mean, there was a contract holdout there, obviously, in case you guys didn't know that. Like, he was holding out a camp, all these things. I don't think it's training camp, but like workouts, and I don't know what all it was. But this is what the Cowboys need, or sorry, not the Cowboys. This is what the Dolphins need to do. All right, they locked up their quarterback, their franchise quarterback, for 4 years, and they don't have to worry about it anymore. And now he's gonna participate in training camp. So happy for Tua. I mean, if we're being honest, though, does he really deserve this kind of money? Like, seriously though, does he deserve this yet? I mean, he's coming off his first year, like, not being injury prone, like his first year not having an injury in 2023. And we're paying him $212 million to hopefully stay healthy. I mean, I would say, I don't know if this was his contract year or not, but I would say wait till after this year and then pay him this kind of contract. Obviously, he's coming off his first Pro Bowl in 2023, which I'm happy for that. So he deserved that. He led the league in passing yards as well. So I mean, he's proved his point a little bit. But the question is, though, can he stay healthy? That's the question. That's my only question with Tua. Hopefully he can. We'll see what happens with that. So, all right, signings and cuts. We literally have so many signings in all this that I'm literally just going to read it straight off the paper because there's a lot to write down, all right? It filled up, like, almost probably about half the page of paper. So, and then some. All right, Packers signed wide receiver Roy Starkley, wide receiver Jalen Wayne, defensive lineman Kenny Clark, which I mentioned, and quarterback Jacob Eason. All right, Saints sign re-sign wide receiver Rashid Shaheed. That's a huge re-sign there, just signing there. Ravens signed safety Eddie Jackson, DB Darryl Worley. Eddie Jackson, I feel like he fits perfectly with the Ravens' defensive scheme. Bears signed linebacker Javin White. Texans signed running back Cam Akers. It's pretty good for the Texans right there. Chiefs signed tight end Isaiah Gathings and DB defensive back Tyree Gillespie. Lions signed offensive lineman Ick Bodiger and defensive lineman David Bada. Dolphins signed defensive end Emmanuel Ogba. Falcons signed offensive tackle Julian Davenport and offensive guard Zach Bailey. Browns signed offensive tackle Chim Okafor and defensive end Jeremiah Martin. Colts signed wide receiver Laquan Treadwell, which is a pretty good signing there. Raiders signed wide receiver Keelan Doss and offensive lineman Corey Luciano. Vikings signed corner Duke Shelley and linebacker Jabril. I'm sorry, I cannot read that. Jabril Cox and corner Jacoby Francis. Seahawks signed wide receiver Marcus Sims, offensive tackle Jalen Sundell, offensive guard Il Manning, and wide receiver Ty Scott. Oh, and safety Marquise Blair, so that's pretty good right there. Jets signed quarterback Ben Bryant. Eagles signed wide receiver Griffin Herbert. Titans signed linebacker Shane Ray and center Corey Levin. Panthers signed wide receiver Devin Tompkins, tight end Felipe Franks, outside linebacker Kimoko Ture, and corner Keandre Thompson. And we have some on the other page. Just 3 more teams, though. 49ers signed wide receiver Malik Turner. Buccaneers signed tight end Sale Canella. And Bengals signed wide receiver Hakeem Butler, corner Nate Brooks, and punter Ryan Pecco. You all knew. The moment I said Hakeem Butler, I was going to have something to say. I've talked about Hakeem Butler before. I've said multiple times that he's built like a tight end, and he still is. Dude, I'm so happy we got this because we have this contract situation and this holdout with T. Higgins. You know, is he going to stay? Is he going to... nobody knows what's going to happen with that. So, we'll see what happens there. I'm so glad that the Bengals got him. Like, I saw he was working out with them, and when I saw the moment that he signed with the Bengals, I was so happy, dude. I was pumped. Like, literally, though. All right, we're going to go to cuts. We had not as much cuts as signings, thankfully. But yeah, hopefully you guys don't get tired of me talking. So, Packers cut wide receiver Alex Magoo, who originally was signed as a quarterback. Ravens cut Jordan Tolles, defensive back Trey Swilling. Chiefs cut tight end Garrett Prince and defensive back Trey Dean. Texans cut wide receiver Jared Hayne. Patriots cut linebacker John Trey Hunter. Falcons cut offensive tackle Ryan Cole and punter Ryan Sanborn. Browns cut linebacker Caleb Johnson. Lions cut offensive lineman Matt Farniak, I believe. Farniak. Colts cut wide receiver Xavier White. Raiders cut guard Jake Johanning. Seahawks cut offensive guard Tremaine Ankrum Jr. Corner Andrew. Sorry, I'm really struggling today. Andrew Whittaker and safety Jonathan Sutherland. Eagles cut offensive guard Gottlieb. Sorry, sometimes I can't even read my own writing. And the last name, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Ayedze, Ayedze. Panthers cut defensive tackle Popo Amueve, I believe. Maybe. Wide receiver Sam Pinke, offensive tackle Christian Duffy, and safety Clinton Isbell. Vikings cut linebacker KJ Cloyd. Titans cut running back Dylan Johnson. And one more on the Patriots. They also cut corner Caleb Ford Dement. All right, so that's signings and cuts. That's not all. I'll tell you that. So, we're not done with that. Visits. We're going to go into visits, and then we still have more after that. I'll tell you that. Visits. Guard. Greg Van Rotten visits the Giants. Offensive lineman Connor Williams visits the Seahawks. Defensive end Yannick Ngakoue visits the Dolphins and Panthers. And UFL wide receiver Hakeem Butler visits the Bengals, which he already signed with the team. And tryouts and workouts now. All right. We have I don't know how I'm going to get through this. All right. You're just going to have to stick with me here. Packers workout quarterback Jake Fromm. Panthers try out tight end Flippy Franks, which they eventually signed. They also tried out defensive back Henry Black, defensive back Kyler McMichael, and defensive back Keandre Thomas. DB Trenton Thompson, defensive end Wyatt Ray, and linebacker Derek Robertson, which is all who the Panthers worked out with. Lions try out guard Jake Burton. Patriots try out running back Gary Brightwell, running back Dimitri Felton, guard Jack Anderson, guard Mac Panasiuk, defensive tackle Jaleel Johnson. Giants try out quarterback Jarrett Guiarin, wide receiver Jakeem Grant, wide receiver TJ Luther, wide receiver Byron Pringle, that's pretty good right there. Wide receiver Lincoln Victor. So they have some pretty good wide receivers that they're trying out right now. Steelers try out running back Torrey Carter and defensive back Marquise Spencer. Seahawks try out quarterback Adrian Martinez, UFL quarterback for the Birmingham Stallions, was like the MVP of the whole league, so that's pretty good right there. They also tried out wide receiver Devin Carter. Sorry, I cannot. Sometimes I just cannot read my writing. Wide receiver Jesse Matthews, offensive tackle Jalen Sundell, was eventually signed. All right, training camp updates. All right, we are not done yet, unfortunately. All right, Packers quarterback Jordan Love absent for training camp. Eagles linebacker Hassan Reddick absent from training camp. Patriots linebacker Matthew Judon present at training camp. If I'm saying mini camp, I'm sorry. I'm at training camp. Broncos wide receiver Cortland Sutton present at training camp. Saints running back Alvin Kamara present at training camp. I'm almost about to say mini camp. I've said it before. 49ers wide receiver Brandon Ayuk present at training camp, and 49ers offensive tackle Trent Williams absent from training camp. I'm kind of surprised that Brandon Ayuk is there. I'm kind of shocked by that. All right, physically unable to perform list. That's what pup list. That's what it stands for. Ravens running back Keaton Mitchell. These I'm not gonna say physically unable to perform. These are players that are physically unable to perform. All right, I'm just gonna read them off. Also, Lions defensive lineman DJ Reader, former Bengal. Lions linebacker Marcus Davenport. Lions defensive back Brian Branch. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft. Jaguars defensive lineman Eric Armstead. Chiefs offensive lineman Joe Tooney. And Dolphins linebacker Bradley Chubb. Saints tight end Juwan Jennings. Dolphins offensive lineman Isaiah Wynn. Saints defensive lineman Chase Young. Jets wide receiver Mike Williams. Seahawks Jerome Baker. And Dolphins wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. We finished through all that. Now we just got to go to quick hits, all right? Since there's so much, I literally did not have time to write all this down, all right? So I'm just going to read it off the paper once again. But quick hits, all right? Peyton Manning, once I said this last week, it was like a late quick hit because it literally just happened. But here we go. Peyton Manning wants to coach in the 2028 Olympics for the United States flag football. The 2028 will mark the first time flag football will be in the Olympics, which is a fun fact. Peyton said that Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay may be more qualified than him, but Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow stated his desire to play in the Olympics. Burrow even mentioned Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, so that's pretty cool right there. So, but yeah, Chiefs would. Here's the next one. Chiefs would like to make a decision on the future of Arrowhead Stadium. The decision could renovate the stadium or move out of the stadium. Who knows what will happen there. The Chiefs have been open more to building a new stadium. The Chiefs under Clark Hunt has wanted to host the Super Bowl in Arrowhead for a long time, but that would likely require a new stadium since Arrowhead is becoming outdated. I feel like they got a good stadium. I feel like it'd be a lot better if they made it bigger and made a new one. We'll see what happens there. But Vikings corner, this is very unfortunate news. Corner Mekhi Becton tore his ACL in his first training camp session. Blackman will likely miss the entire 2024 season, and Blackman was a third-round pick in the 2023 draft out of USC. Very unfortunate news right there. Last one, Lions kicker Michael Badgley suffers season-ending torn hamstring injury. Badgley was competing with UFL star Jake Bates from the Michigan Panthers, who made 3 60-yard field goals. So, yeah, his season likely over, and I'd give it to Jake Bates right there. But, right, that is it. We are well over the episode mark. Not well, but we are getting there. All right, so we're going to hurry here to best versus worst. All right. So, the best this week is not available yet, but the best this week is going to be the player who earns the number one player in the top 100, which there's no video footage or no announcement of that yet. So I will let you guys know in a community post. That is my best, the best. That's the best for this week. For throughout the whole month, whoever gets the number one nod, that's the best. That's the best this week. But worst. This worst. This one is a little bit normal, but this has happened before, but we actually have two worsts. All right, and they involve training camp fights. All right, we're gonna start off with the Chiefs. All right, Kadarius Toney broke out a fight in Kansas City after a hard hit George Karlaftis put on Kadarius Toney, and things got chippy. All right, I'll play it through here. Here we go. All right, Mahomes has the ball, looking on the run, not on the run, but in the pocket. Throws to Toney. Karlaftis coming in. Gets that you can't do that in training camp, and then throws the ball at him. And then I don't know where Travis Kelce is, but I think he got into it. Then Travis Kelce's running in there. All right, he's talking to him. Yep, things getting chippy, and they're starting to fight. I mean, it's not like the worst thing. Some words and everything. Like, what I feel like this always happens to the Chiefs, though. Like, something bad in the offseason happens, and it doesn't matter. Like, literally, everything bad, everything that could go wrong for the Chiefs goes wrong. And, yeah, that's what I feel like it goes for the Chiefs. We have another one. For the Texans, there's no video footage of how it started. But here we are right here. There's going to be a fight breaking out. Yeah, okay, there it is right there. Like, Derek Stingley literally lunges at Dalton Schultz. Like, literally, like, I don't know if there were words thrown at him. I don't know what happened, but you can just see him running in. And boom, like, he just tackles him, dude. Like, this is worse than the Chiefs one, I'll tell you that. Like, the sad part is, like, these are teammates, dude. Like, these are teammates, and we're out here fighting each other. I feel like this is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know why they're doing this. But it's just getting old and like, just why? They're fighting your own teammate. It's one thing to fight somebody on another team. Still don't want to do that. It's another to fight your own teammate, like your brother, literally. But yeah, that is best versus worst. And we're gonna do the question of the week. All right. If Jordan Love is to get a contract extension anytime soon, what would that look like? All right, that's the question of the week this week. This one, to me, I feel like it's not gonna happen anytime this offseason. Maybe next offseason. He'll get a contract extension, so I don't think he's going to get an extension anytime soon. You prove me wrong. This could happen. I do not know 100%. There's no timeline or anything when this could happen. There's no date when this will happen. But what would it look like? It's not going to be like a Tua extension, I don't think. I mean, that's a bit much. Maybe I would say around $100-some million for Tua. Maybe $150 million-ish. I don't think he deserves the kind of money that Burrow or Tua is making yet. Give him another year, and then we'll pay him next year. We'll pay him in 2025 during that offseason. That's my plan right there. All right, but what would it look like? I would say either $100 million or $150 million, something like that. That's what I think a contract extension will look like for not for Tua, but for Jordan Love. I think that'd be a pretty decent contract extension. I don't know if you're saying decent. That's a very good contract extension. $150 million, $100, like whatever. But like that'd be a good extension for, I feel like, where Jordan Love is at right now. So that is the episode. The quiz. All right. I have some very unfortunate news for the people who voted. All right. I'm going to pull it up right here. I know it says 71%. All right. How many wide receivers were selected before Terrell Owens? 9, 11, 10, or 12? All right, 71%. All right, 10 was the correct answer. This is actually a trick question. All right, I'm catching those of you who, I'm not saying you guys do this, but maybe some of you cheat, switch your answers. But 10 is actually the incorrect answer. The correct answer is actually 11. I did a trick question where the correct answer was incorrect, and the incorrect answers were correct. Correct. All right? Look it up. Terrell Owens was selected. There were 11 receivers taken before him. And I just got my first dub on the quiz. I'm officially like 1-13, and we're going to keep that streak going. So be careful, guys. All right? Now I'm gonna start doing trick questions. You're not gonna know when, and you're not gonna know what I'm gonna do. Some of them are gonna be trick questions. Some of them are not gonna be trick questions. This is the way where I can now people that maybe cheat. It's gonna be tougher for them. All right, but 10 is the incorrect answer. 11 is correct. But 12, 4%, 11%, 11, 8%. 9, 17%, and 10, 71%. I finally got my first dub, and I'm 1-13, 1-14. I don't care. I'm in that range somewhere, and I'm going for more. All right. Look out for trick questions. All right. I wanted to do this. This is an idea I had like 2 weeks ago, but dude, I finally got my first W. Let's go, dude. And you just watch out for him. All right. I told you last week that you are not, mark my words, you are not going to get the quiz right. And I was right. All right, 70. Hey, congratulations to the 8% of you that got it. You guys are very smart, and even though you took the L, you got it right. I'll give you that. But the people that picked 10%, I'm sorry. You just got bamboozled. All right. Right, that is this week's episode. If you enjoyed, we hit 40 minutes. That's our first 40-minute episode of my entire career. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified of every single upload that this channel makes. Last week's episode 23, we discussed Brandon Ayuk requesting a trade and then some. I mean, it wasn't as packed of an episode this one is, but I highly suggest you guys check that one out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week, and I'll see you guys next week for another great episode on Deacon's NFL Talk.